Men are in 8th seed. They will head to Wichita, Kansas to play 9th seed Georgia. That's a little lower than last year's number 5 seed. So let's start now with team coverage tonight. We've got sports reporter Caitlin Galloway joining us live in the studio tonight with a preview of GU's first round matchup. But first, let's turn it over now to KREM 2 sports director Andrew Quinn talking to the team as they now start planning for Thursday's game. Hey there, Andrew. This has been an exciting night.
Yeah, good evening, Cody. Obviously, there was a lot of uncertainty heading into Selection Sunday for this Gonzaga team. All the predictions had them anywhere from a 6 seed to a 9 seed. Well, they end up on that 8 seed line, and despite being a top 10 ranked team in the net, the Zags ended up a lower seed in the NCAA tournament than the St. Mary's team they just beat in the WCC tournament championship game. But despite all that, the team is just excited to get back into March Madness. They're familiar with Georgia's best player, Asa Newell, who actually took a visit to Gonzaga before committing to Georgia. So the Zags are familiar with him, and they're looking forward to making a deep run in March.
Extremely grateful that we got the opportunity to be a part of this tournament. We know it's not an easy tournament to qualify for, so we're just glad that we can continue to play on in March.
This is our best form of basketball right now, I think. It's been a very up and down year, but I think we finally are starting to find our stability and our comfort level of our play. And yeah, man, I think our momentum is just where we need, just what we needed, going into this tournament.
Getting that win against St. Mary's gives us a huge burst of confidence, and I feel like we're on a 5-game winning streak and just ready to play any team that wants any smoke. So just getting ready for the tournament and playing Georgia is going to be a first exciting match.
I think stay really good on the defensive side of the ball like we have been recently. Stay attentive to detail in terms of scouting reports and what these teams do, and if we do that, I feel like we get our offense going. We could run, we could play our style of basketball, and could win some big games. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, for me, this is going to be my last time playing in March, and it's been an unbelievable experience every year in and year out. So I can't wait. I'm going to leave it all out there.
One key word you heard there throughout all the players is confidence. This is a confident team coming off of 5 straight victories and, of course, that WCC tournament championship victory against the St. Mary's team that had their number earlier in the regular season. So this team's excited and ready to go. It's the Zags and Georgia on Thursday in the first round of the NCAA tournament in Wichita, Kansas. For now, reporting at the McCarthy Athletic Center, Andrew Quinn, KREM 2 Sports.
Andrew, thank you so much. Now that GU knows who they're playing in that first round of the tournament, KREM 2's Caitlin Galloway is joining us now live in the studio tonight to help preview Thursday's matchup against Georgia. And Caitlin, our newsroom was on the edge of our seats just waiting for this news to come down.
That's right, Cody. We had a little bit of a watch party, but the Georgia Bulldogs are a team that Gonzaga hasn't faced at all so far this year. But they've got a pretty impressive tournament resume. They lost in the first round of the SEC tournament, but don't let that fool you. In terms of conferences, the SEC sent a record 14 teams to the NCAA tournament. That's the most ever from a single conference. Their first round loss in that WCC tournament to Oklahoma was their first loss since February 22nd and ended their longest winning streak against SEC teams since 2016. They're used to playing high caliber tournament teams in conference play, and it should be an exciting matchup. We're covering March Madness all night, and if you want to see more reaction to the announcement, be sure to visit our website, KREM.com. Cody, back to you.
Caitlin, thank you so much. And here is a look at some of those Zag fans this afternoon out at Jack and Dan's. The moment they found out the 8th-ranked Bulldogs are going to Wichita for the first round of March Madness. As we've mentioned, it's been an unpredictable year for the Zags, but that has not stopped the fans' unwavering support.
That's exactly what we didn't want to happen. We're an 8 seed playing a 9 seed. And if we win, most likely we play the 1 seed.
But if you're a Zags fan, you know that they've got the heart and they've got the spirit, and honestly, anything can happen in March. So
now today is certainly an exciting time for Gonzaga as they'll face off against Georgia on Thursday. By the way, take a look at your screen right here. We've got some familiar faces because they're going to be going on a bit of a journey. KREM 2 sports director Andrew Quinn and chief journalist Amanda Rowley are hitting the road with the Zags. Their live reports from Wichita, Kansas start on Wednesday. And for more Gonzaga basketball coverage, be sure to head on over to KREM 2 Plus for our Locked On Zags series. Watch Locked On Zags right now on KREM 2 Plus, and it is so easy to do. All you have to do is just download it on your TV and watch for free. By the way, can you predict the future, or do you just have a feeling about which team's going to win the NCAA basketball tournament? If so, now's your time to shine and compete in the Northern Quest March Bracket Challenge. The contest is open right now on KREM.com through this Thursday at 9 a.m. If your bracket does better than KREM 2 Sports Director Andrew Quinn's, then you could win pizza from Papa Murphy's Pizza. And the person with first place locally wins a prize package from Northern Quest. Here's your chance to score big with the Northern Quest March Bracket Challenge. And remember, there is a deadline. You need to enter on KREM.com and make your picks by this Thursday morning at 9 o'clock when the tournament starts. And be sure to mark your calendars. We'll be taking a deep dive into all things March Madness and GU in a live Tournament Central special at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. You can watch that special right here on KREM 2 and KREM 2 Plus. In the meantime, we're also keeping tabs tonight on the GU and WSU women. Both teams are looking for a bid in the WBIT and WNIT tournament tonight. The WBIT bracket is set to be announced within about an hour at 6 o'clock, and the WNIT will be announced tomorrow. We'll be keeping you updated both on air and online at KREM.com. And in the meantime, Spokane Sports held a Selection Sunday viewing party at the Spokane Arena, and they spoke about how the organization feels about the women's Sweet 16 and Elite 8 games that are set to be played at the Spokane Arena.
So our city is buzzing. It's something that NCAA tells us is that there's a lot of cities that try to emulate what we do in Spokane, but there's such an energy and excitement and a buzz in our city. It doesn't matter who's competing in the games, our fans are on their feet, they're clapping, they're cheering, and it's really an energy that is pretty remarkable and something that we're really proud of as a sports tourism city.
Now those games, by the way, will start at Spokane Arena on Friday, March 28th. In the meantime, this weekend turned out to be a rather active weather one for us. Let's go now to meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen with your first look at the forecast tonight.
Hey, thanks a lot, Cody. Yeah, we're going to basically dry out just a little bit over the next couple of days. And really, the water vapor satellite image really tells the whole weather story. This trough of low pressure here is what's been spraying the inland northwest with that moisture over the last couple of days. That's going to start to diminish a little bit, and then we'll go underneath this kind of a messy ridge of high pressure for a couple of days. We won't be completely clear skies, maybe a little bit of moisture coming through, and then way off in the distance, that storm will start to increase rain chances starting Wednesday night. So here's the forecast for the rest of the night here in Spokane. Maybe a couple of sprinkles here and there, but not really a high impact with those temperatures in the 40s. And your weather impact headlines will stay mostly dry over the course of Monday, Tuesday, and most of the day Wednesday. Temperatures are going to be locked in to about that 50-degree range for highs the next several days, and the rain chances will increase starting Wednesday night. I'll have more on the full forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Corey, thanks so much. And if you're a hockey fan, listen up. This Tuesday, the Krakens take on the Chicago Blackhawks. Watch it on KSKN 22 starting at 5 p.m. Well, still to come tonight on KREM 2 News, a family says goodbye to a loved one's home, but they're turning this ending into a new beginning. We'll explain coming up next.